Hello there everybody, how's it going and how have you been? Welcome back to SpaceChem. My apologies for starting things off with a time-lapse as opposed to my usual intro on menu screen, but seeing as how I'm going to be tackling the boss of this space station in this episode, I decided to just knock out this one annoying level that got left behind from the previous episode. Just get it out of the way really quick. You will notice that the design is very drastically different than how I left it off at the end of the prior episode. Like I said, I've been thinking about it off camera, and I believe this will work. Now, I will explain it as it runs, but I do want to draw attention to these red flip-flops really quick. This is a pattern that I have discovered just from playing the game on my own, and these act as a counter. So basically, by having both a directional arrow and a flip-flop on each square, every time red hits this part of his track, he will gradually proceed one square further, successively until he finally hits the end of it and is allowed to leave. You'll kind of see how it works right now. So, really quick, because I want to save as much time as possible for the boss, we have red call in one of the two atoms from alpha. He turns blue on and then waits. Blue calls in a hydrogen, cuts it apart, moves the first atom into place and bonds it. Red spins so that there is a new side of the atom he's got exposed. Meanwhile, blue is moved around it, bringing the second atom up into place. Now with blue's flip-flop, he'll go back around to start and call in another hydrogen to start his process over again. And like I said, with this section, red is slowly advancing through it. So now, because there's no phosphorus, he's going to ignore this escape clause, basically, because the phosphorus atom only needs 3 hydrogen, whereas the silicon needs 4. I will go ahead and wait for this next loop around to properly describe this. So, first time with the atom, all the flip-flops are off, so he just immediately turns around and goes back towards the start spot. Second time through, this first flip-flop is on, so he will turn it on, go down. This one is off, so he will turn around and go back after lighting it up. But in doing so, he lights this one back up as well. And by doing this successively, it's basically acting as a counter. Now, I have 3 as opposed to 4, because when red starts interacting with these flip-flops for the first time, there will already be 1 hydrogen present. So if I had 4, he would try to go through this loop 5 times, and that would cause a crash, because blue would probably slam 1 hydrogen atom into another. So again, kind of a weird intro. Sorry if anybody really liked the main menu screen of this game, but like I said, wanted to knock this level out as fast as I could so that we have as much time as possible for the boss. Don't fear the Reaper. I'm not even going to try and sing that song, mostly because I don't remember how it goes. There's your story page, and we get Baha Shogoth, the controller. Now, immediately, you guys are probably going to notice something very distressing about this boss level. We have an incredibly small area to work in. More than that, we only get 3 reactors to work with. And there's 4 inputs we need to manage for this big hydrogen laser. So, if I remember this boss correctly, we will have debris flying towards us from this side of the screen over here from the right. We can angle the laser by pumping a methane into either 1 or 4. 1 will push the laser to point down, 4 will make it point upwards. We need to load nitrogen trifluoride into the second input, which I think will build up its like internal battery, basically, kind of like how the particle accelerator structure worked back on Alkanost. And then we load in a hydrogen gas to actually fire it, and which will cause the beam to shoot out and destroy, hopefully, whatever's flying towards us. So, let me just check really quick. So nitrogen is 7, and fluorine is 9. Okay, so a nitrogen is just a carbon and a hydrogen fused. And then a fluorine would just be the remaining hydrogens, or a carbon and 3 hydrogens fused. Or, actually, if I fuse a hydrogen, a carbon, and a hydrogen, I'll get 8, which is oxygen. And I can fuse that onto one of the hydrogens on the nitrogen atom that I have created to make a fluorine. I think I'll do that, because that will leave 2 hydrogens, so I can make a hydrogen gas. At least I'm hoping the laser works this way. Actually, yeah, okay, so hang on. There we go. So I do have to load nitrogen trifluoride. This is going to be very tricky, mostly because the design I've got in my head requires one reactor to be specifically locked off for controlling the direction of the laser, and consequently that would mean one reactor has to split it, which would mean one reactor has to produce the nitrogen trifluoride and the hydrogen gas. Which is not great. Fires the laser are properly fueled, continuously required for the laser to fire. Yeah, so nitrogen trifluoride is the fuel that I need to load, so I need to make lots of this and I guess very little hydrogen. Okay, so how about if I use a fusion laser, which will have to be stuck up there, a basic sensor reactor to control the firing direction. Trying to link up all of these pipes is going to be a pain. And then one more fusion laser to, or not fusion laser, fusion reactor to properly create the nitrogen trifluoride and hydrogen gas and whatnot. So if I do that, no I can't, because only one pipe could reach into here. So I said reset pipes, thank you. Can't move that up any further. To put it like down here maybe? Come on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So methane flows into this reactor. Out of the upper output, I will send either methane, or actually I will just send methane up the upper output because this is going to be the guy controlling the direction of the laser. And, oop, wrong button. Out of the lower output, I will be sending ammonia, or if I can actually remember how to edit notes properly, come on, water. There we go. Really quickly, computer's making quite a bit of noise. Am I still recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. Okay. I just, I don't know, I was a little worried that, like, something was going wrong in the background. Anyway. Okay. So... let's just start at the beginning of the list and work our way forward. I would really like to have this process run automatically, because if I'm going to have to manually control like the 1-to-3 ratio of ammonia to water, that is not going to be easy. So and I'd really like the ammonia to go first, to be honest. So, why did I stick the laser way up there? If anything, I just want to move the bonders around. Okay. So, what I think I'll do is I'll let Red have the easy job. He can just go ahead and grab methanes and funnel them that way. Though I will have him wait on a sink. Because Blue will be the one doing the hard work with the methane. So the first ammonia is going to be easy enough. I just fuse when I'm sitting right there. And could I just send only ammonia to the second fusion reactor? And then just have it process all the other ammonia into water / that nitrogen trifluoride? Okay, well, regardless, let's see. Blue should be out of the way right here. So when I hit this point, red will just go ahead and run forward and send one methane off to the directional reactor. Now blue, let's see, fuse. No, I can have a rotate command in there just to make things maybe a little easier. And I believe that'll be the right one. Alright, and a sink here should get into restart. Now this will only produce ammonia. So you know what? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just make it it'll give the other reactor just a little bit more work to do, but hopefully by making this reactor automatic, that will make things easier in the long run. Now you are really super simple. If I have Control A on, it will go up towards psi. If I have Control B on, he will go over here to omega. And this way I have control over which way the laser points. So now over here, I think I can actually, yeah. I think I can get away with only having ammonia. So, the difficult part is going to be actually fusing the parts from the later ammonias into the first one to make the trifluoride. Do see an easy way to make the not the oxygen, the hydrogen gas, however. So, how about I have red start everything off. And you will just take the trifluoride up and just kind of hang out up here with it for right now. Actually, what might help is if I spin it into position in this reactor as opposed to in the other one. So actually kind of undoing this command, but I'll only need to rotate the ammonia back for the one that's going to be made into the trifluoride. So waiting right there should be okay. Blue. Sync to wait. Calling from beta. I need to back you up just a little bit, actually. Hit a fuse command, which will fuse the nitrogen here into the hydrogen over here. Leave an oxygen atom sitting on the target space. Grab it, move it back into the laser side. Grab the hydrogen atom that will have lost its bonds right here. bond it to this guy, carry it over, and I guess just toss it out. And yeah, hit a sync command there just to make just to make red go again. Red will lower his molecule down. Fuse the oxygen, the blue is moved over into the hydrogen. And I hear a dog barking outside, but I don't think it's any of mine, so I apologize if that's getting picked up. Where was I? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cut really quickly right here. That barking is really loud. I just want to make sure it's not one of my dogs. Just give me a second. Be right back. Nope, wasn't any of my dogs. It just sounded really loud, like it was in my yard. So I just wanted to make sure. Now, where was I? Right. Fusing the oxygen atoms that blue creates into the hydrogens on the ammonia that red has. So let's turn and start rotating it clockwise. Might actually need this gap. Yeah, so we will use that flip-flop counter design that I showed you, so 2 more should do it. And gotta remember the directional arrow to make red go back into his own loop. Put down a new sync to make up for this one that he's going to be missing. And by the time he exits this loop, he should have a nitrogen trifluoride molecule attached, or in his hands, so just put it down, send it to the laser, and in the interest of saving a little bit of time, just because I have a feeling this solution might be a little not basic, but not quite good enough for this boss fight, but hey, we'll find out. So let me just, yeah, so A sends the methane out of psi, B sends it out of omega. Psi will make the laser push or point down, or I should say rotate downward. So A makes the laser point down, B will make it rotate up, back up. Okay. So in that case, let's go ahead and hit speed 2, maybe? I'm a little worried just because I don't know what exactly this laser is going to do if it gets a hydrogen gas with nothing, or with no charge. Oh. Okay, well why don't I just kind of flip this 2x3 loop into a kind of upright. There we go, that should do it. Alright, so this I keep wanting to call this thing a laser. This reactor is making aluminum, I cannot talk today. This reactor is making ammonia and passing methane off to the directional reactor. It looks like this guy is, oh, there we go. You know, because this one seems to be the troublemaker, let's watch him a little more closely. So, there go the dogs again. I really hope they're not getting picked up, but if I can hear them through my headphones, then the microphone probably can hear them too. So, Yep, working just like I hoped. Okay. Sweet. Let's not stop the reaction. Let's just go ahead and go back here. Oh, okay, so the trifluoride only adds a quarter the charge meter to it. And how much does the gas take away? Nearly 1 entire notch. Alright. So, looks like our little graph down here is going to act as a radar. Oh, interesting. Hydrogen gas is building up. That will stop this reactor in its tracks. Hopefully not by too much. Oh, okay. We've got a spike. Looks like something's coming up from the center. Where is it? Am I already destroying it? I kind of want to go to speed 4 just to find it, but I'm really afraid of it suddenly rocketing past. Seriously, where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I need to aim down a little. There we go. Yeah, first asteroid destroyed. Okay, where's the next one? Oh, looks like there's some debris up here. Looks like I was already destroying one. Ooh. Okay, so methane is plugged up here, so let's just vent as much of it as I can just to get the laser firing again. Now, this is fine just because, don't have to worry too much. Let's swivel back up because we've got something else coming up the center. And looks like I might have to dance the laser back and forth. Now let's just keep it trapped there. Got a huge charge on the laser now. Oh, you were in a very horrible spot, so I know I have to aim downward, but I'm not going to get it until he's really close. Oh, I heard a faint boom and I looked down just in time to see another spike on the graph disappear. Yep, here's the rubble. Okay. Come on, rock. There we go. We've got another one coming up on... up in the center. Where are you? Nope, gotta point a little bit higher. Okay, gotta point really high, really quick, just to get the laser recharged. I almost wonder if I can fit like a storage tank up here, just to help with this methane backup. Okay. I am going to be moving the laser again. I do see this other asteroid. I just really need to get the charge back up so it stays on. Okay. Apart from having to occasionally vent methane so that the other side of the reactor keeps going, not all that bad, actually. Not bad at all. And it's actually dawning on me, I don't have to tie red to blue in this first reactor. I could use Control-C to determine whether or not he sends methane up. speaking of, need to build some energy up again. Got another big spike on our left, and I see it way up there. Come here. I see 2 asteroids coming up from above, and I see another spike starting to form in the center, so as soon as these guys are gone, and in fact I might have to swivel... Oh god, what am I doing? There we go. No, there we go. Okay. Where's this next target? No, there you are. I'm guessing I can't... No, I have to keep it right here and just wait for you to show up. Oh, got another asteroid. Oh, hello, what is this? Shoot, hang on. Wait, what is this? It looks like it's a ruined ship of some kind. Well, I'm shooting it, whatever it is. Oh man, this thing's tough. Please die. Oh, it's... Yes! I see an asteroid down there. Can I not destroy that too? Level? Are you going to end before the asteroid hits me? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Feel like I kinda... I don't know. Not exactly cheated, but kinda looked out, I guess. Here's your story page. You're welcome to read it. Okay. Now, our next to last planet is this guy. Fleedas, or Fleedas, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. This planet is very, very difficult. We have 3 research assignments. Those will probably be done on 1 level. I'm willing to bet, however, that both of these production levels are going to take their own episode each. They are really difficult. You will see why when I get to it. But how about I just leave by mentioning that these 2 little Greek letters, Omega and I believe Sigma, they're not just there to make the names look fancier. You will understand why once I go into the research levels on this place. But we're actually able to successfully hook up another laser, and this time protect our space station from a bunch of asteroids and some kind of big derelict ship that was on a collision course. So, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope you all had a great day. I will see you all in the next episode when we tackle our next to last planet. And farewell for now.